Hey, I'm Stephen Yonti in Bogart, Georgia at the Tony Townley collection, which will be sold in its entirety on October 24th and 25th, 2025 by Richmond Auctions. And let's get the ball rolling with the Chevrolets with this 1967 SS 396 convertible. Beautiful example of the breed. Of course, 67, a great year for Chevelle Super Sports because front disc brakes became available. Before 67, drum brakes all around was the rule on the big block and even the six-cylinder Chevelle. So again, finally, Delco Moraine disc brakes available up front. And of course, those brought with them the first appearance of the Chevy Rally wheel. As we see them here, these are mandatory with the disc brakes to clear the caliper. And when you see those on the front, you know there's a disc brake behind it. It says right there, General Motors disc brakes right there. Redline tires on this one, a nice restoration. Of course, 396 turbojet, but there's a few different versions of that. Let's see which one we have. Pop the hood and scope it out. Well, there it is, the mighty 396. Now, there are three versions, a 325 horsepower version, a 375 horsepower solid lifter motor, or this one, the mid-range version, the 350. And the thing with that is you couldn't get the air conditioning, which this one has, with a solid lifter motor. So this is as good as it got if you wanted AC, and that's fine. Factory AC in this car, there from day one, nicely restored. And of course, the front disc brakes are power boosted right here. Power steering also on this car, baked in from the factory. Really crisp underneath the hood. Fresh restoration, a great example of the SS 396. And of course, up front, the SS 396 logo right there to tell people you're pulling up on in the Roadrunners or the Fairlane GTs that you're getting an SS 396 or a big block under the hood. It's unmistakable. Let's look inside. 1967 was also a big year for transmissions. Previous to 1967, automatic transmission big block cars had the two-speed power glide. For 67, the three-speed Turbo 400 became an option, but this one here has the close ratio Muncie M21 under the floorboards. As much like an automatic, I really prefer a stick shift because it couples you to the car in ways that automatics never can. Nice restoration inside, and again, AC. You can see the extra ventilation ducts here at the center of the dash and also on each side. And something kind of cool for 1967, the tachometer, which is a factory item, is located right here on the left-hand side of the dash. But here's the thing, it obscures the left-hand blinker signal. So the tachometer actually has a blinker built into it, so you make a left-hand turn, you can see it blinking, because otherwise it would obscure the tach or the blinker, which is right here in the face of the dashboard. So again, that's called the blinker tach. And there it is, correct and presented as it should be. Of course, the console in this car, and it's a numbers matching car, by the way, engine, transmission, and also it's a 411 posi car. And let's take a look in the back and see what else we can learn about this beautiful black big block Chevelle convertible. Around the back, Chevrolet added a sinister detail on big block cars in the form of this matte black finish here at the trunk panel, seen only on the big block super sport cars. Lesser cars had body color here, but this allowed people behind you to realize that's a big block car, let alone the SS26 logo right there in the middle of the taillight panel. Now, inside the trunk, which is huge, that's the beautiful. These are mid-sized cars, but they have a full-size trunk. Plenty of room for groceries, luggage, etc. And you can see right here, there's a warning right there. This car is equipped with a limited slip differential, in other words, posi, and also 411 gears from the factory, which is an acceleration gear. This would have been quite an animal off the line at the Stoplight Grand Prix. And of course, beautiful restoration inside of the trunk, Zolatone finish in all horizontal and vertical surfaces. And of course, here's one of those rally wheels right here, 14 by 6-inch wheels. And again, first appearance of the rally wheel, which would serve Chevrolet for many, many years to come after its debut in '67 on these cars here. Beautiful example of the breed.